Welcome back to NASCAR 25 Career Mode. We are back with the penultimate weekend of the season here in Martinsville. We've got two races left in each vehicle. We've got Martinsville and Phoenix left for both to decide championships, to decide where we finish, all the good stuff. I'm starting here on the ARCA car because I have a surprise for you. Last time out at Talladega, we won. Hopefully you watched it. If not, go back and see what happened. It was exciting. I don't know which of these trophies up here it is. Probably none of them. But since we won, and we had an opportunity to get a new sponsor, we did do that. So, introducing, for the first time, the paint scheme we're using at least for these last two races of the season. Boom. REA Racing Electronics is on the car. We got a sick red, black, and white paint scheme. Kind of Heim-esque. But we'll be in front of him for sure. No, we definitely won't. But we're going to hope. So new paint scheme coming onto the truck for the end of the season. I already jumped in, got our new sponsor. And we set the goal for our sponsorship to top 10 is what I'm trying to say. We're also going to hire now Michael Johnson, or we're going to get rid of Michael Johnson, and we're going to hire Jim Wilson. Two incredibly basic names. We're going to hire this man, so we give a few more work points, and we're also going to, I don't think we need the rep. This gives us a discount on what? This is our agent, so we get a discount on parts? Or we can get 50% more work points, which is more than Tucker Daniels is giving us. I think I'll take the crew chief to start. So we're going to grab this guy since we got our win. We're really going to beef up our team working on the cars. Is it 50% more work points, or is it 50% less that we have to use work point wise? That's my question, and I don't know the answer to it. I'm gonna guess it's 50% more work points. I should have watched when I hit it to see if my work points went up. I didn't, so that's on me. Boy, these guys are loud. Okay. So we can at least make it through the end of the season with the parts we have on the trucks right now, which is good. That's helpful. And we actually have about 140 extra work points. Is there anything we can rebuild, do we think, with 140 work points? Nope. 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 Wrong button. Nada. 224 seems to be the number across the board. So we're not going to rebuild anything. There we go. So the trucks are ready for Martinsville. Let's head back to the speed barn. We're going to get the ARCA car ready here. We gotta buy a new part for something. I don't know what it is, so we'll wait till we get in here. The engine. We need a new engine. We're gonna replace it with this $10,000 engine. The phone's ringing. If somebody could answer that, please. Thank you. Nope, but you didn't do it yet. Just pick it up. Still ringing. Okay, somebody picked it up. Good job, guys. All right. So we did it. We're ready to go to the track. There's our nice new truck sitting there looking at us. We're hoping for a good weekend. I think we've run good at Martinsville before, but I can't be for sure. I could definitely... Well, did we run... Let me just look at something. Did we run Martinsville in the truck already? Because we definitely ran it in the... Okay. There it is. We finished 20th in the truck last time. How'd we do in the ARCA car? Pretty sure we ran the ARCA car there. I could be dead ass wrong though. We didn't. We didn't go there yet in the ARCA car. So this is our first trip this season in the ARCA car. No idea what we did in the seasons before. I think we did it decent, but I could be horrendously wrong. Either way, we're gonna go racing right now and figure it out. So Wallach, Huddleston, and Queen are your favorites here in the ARCA cars. The trucks are on the track now. We got Friday practice, qualifying, and race for everything. We're doing 6 sessions here on Friday. That's exciting. 6 whole sessions. 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Oh, we have ARCA practice and Craftsman qualifying at the exact same time on Friday. Are they going to be on the track at the same time? I don't know. Then 5 is ARCA qualifying. Then we go truck racing first, and then an hour and a half later we go Menards, ARCA Menards Series racing. Good to know. I'm going to go do some practice for both series. I will see you back here for truck qualifying. Well, I guess I'll see you to tell you how I did in practice, but then I'll see you for truck qualifying. We'll see who can set the fastest time here in this practice session. Oh, 30th for our practice. I mean, I think I could go just a touch faster than I did. I definitely don't think I'm hitting a 19.8. Maybe that's just I didn't fully unlock the speed. I felt good, and the truck felt pretty stable. I think I can make passes in the race, so I'm not worried about it. I think we can drive our way up closer to the top 10. But we were definitely maybe 4 tenths or so off of our goal, which would probably make sense. Yeah. So that's where we're at right now. I think we'll race a lot better than we practiced. I'm gonna go practice in ARCA now. Be right back. Alright, we are slightly better in the ARCA car than we were practice-wise in the truck. What I've learned, we're shifting in the trucks. We're not shifting in ARCA unless we absolutely have to. The back end of the ARCA car is just so much harder to control when you're shifting. When you drop it down into third, that back end's out on you, and then trying to get back into the gas, the back end can very easily jump out from underneath you. The truck is so much more stable. You can downshift. And honestly, I don't know that I could make the corner without downshifting, at least not with any speed. So we're shifting in the trucks. We're not shifting in ARCA. We're just going normal.
Hit your mark, stay smooth.
And that's what we're doing. So we're going to go qualify in the truck here. I think we probably get 2 laps, so hopefully we hit one of them pretty good. I think in both instances, we'll be better in the race than we're going to be in practice and qualifying here. I think we're just better on the long run regardless. I think that's kind of just my driving style. I better in the race because I can drive around the other cars a lot better than most of the AI can. So we definitely have a speed disadvantage to the leaders, but we have a traffic advantage on most of the field. It's a little bit of a scrappy first lap there. Second one's a lot better though, as long as I don't hit this curve. Almost got the back end out there on the truck.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, wow. What up?
We got some work to do. Don't worry,
that
we'll
was
pick up some spots on race day.
Like 4 tenths faster than, or no, it's a tenth faster than anything I ran in practice. I wasn't in the 8s, I was in the 5s. There in the truck. But that's still our fastest lap of the weekend right there. We'll qualify 24th. Wallace Allen in the 1 today. Up at the top of the field, Majeski, Heim, Chastain, Honeycutt, Busch, Hemrick, Smith, Riggs, and Ankrum, Inroads, all in the top 10. Majeski really fighting right now for that Final 4 spot. Looks like he might get it if he can have a good run here. He's in right now. All right, let's go qualify for ARCA now.
We're up. Get out there.
In the ARCA car, we've been about 3 or 4 tenths slower than the truck, so
Stay on the blend line now.
we'll see where we can qualify here. The leader's at a 20.2. I've been nowhere near that, so if we get a good first lap, I might try and shift for the second lap just to get us a little bit more speed, a little bit more turn.
Okay, this lap counts correct.
You can already see the back ends try to step out while we're on the brakes there, going down into the corner. It's twice as bad when you shift down into third. It's very hard to get the nose pointed and not put it on that curb when you're shifting, but we had a good lap there, so I'm gonna try the shift here for this. Yeah, see how much the back end's out. Same thing on the exit. It's again our fastest lap of the weekend in the ARCA car, so good qualifying for us all around, I think. Oh boy, almost lost it there. Yeah, this is not going to be as fast.
Okay, shut her down.
23rd, okay. I think we're 24th and 23rd in qualifying.
Better for the race.
Not bad at all. And we'll definitely be faster in the race. So Wallace, Huddleston, Raz, Queen, Rife, Scott, Allen, Rife, Keller, and Koga, both the Rifes up in the top 10 in qualifying here at Martinsville. All right, here we go. It's truck racing time. 6 p.m. on a Friday. Let's go race, see if we can get ourselves in the top 10, and then we will find out who is going Final 4 racing next time out at Phoenix.
Get her started now. Time to
We
go.
will not be. I can tell you that right now. If they get to 100 laps in both races today, the trucks will have stage brakes. The ARCA cars will not.
Be ready now.
Here we go.
There's the green flag. Far inside.
We might be able to start second on the restarts. Might try it next time.
Car low.
Careful of the car up the inside. We're gonna take a few laps here to settle in, and then we can start trying to sort of pick our way forward. Ooh, the 5 up the inside. We gotta kind of get our rhythm going here with the shifting and everything before we start doing too much
Inside now.
crazy.
Clear low. They're all clear.
Try and repay the favor to the 5 here up the inside. Stick her on the outside.
They're outside. Inside now. Clear inside.
Outside of Johnny Sauter there for a second.
Clear inside.
So I can bring up the leaderboard. Ty Majeski stays in the lead off the start. Up the inside of Sauter now, trying to take this 24th position back. That's where we started the race. There we go. That's a nice move. I'd like to move forward in this first stage. Get at least inside the top 15 maybe, if we can. It'll give us a good chance to look at the top 10 for stage 2 and maybe pick up some more stage points. We got to get better at doing that, so next year we can
20 to go.
compete in the standings.
Stay low. They're all clear.
23rd now, going after Lawless Allen in the 1 today.
Clear low. Clear high.
We'll look to the outside here, see if we can't get a little run on him. Ooh, car around up ahead. Is that Kligerman into the wall? I believe it was.
Yellow's out. Pit road is open.
Pit road is open. We are not going to come in. No reason to.
Pace car's off.
Could try a second gear start this time. See if that's a little bit better than that first gear one we had at the beginning of the race.
Green, green. Car high.
I think I like that better. I'm not a big fan of starting in the corner there, so hopefully
Car outside.
we move up further during this race and we don't have to start in the corner anymore.
Hold your line. Clear inside. You're all clear. One up high.
Oh. All over the back of the recently spun Kligerman.
Outside door.
Try and squeeze in. Caruth cut us a break there. Thought I had a little more than that.
One outside.
Move Wallace Allen up a little bit.
Clear high if you want
Get back down in front of us though.
it. One high.
We get by Crafton though. So we continue to work our way up through this field, knocking on the door of the top 20 now.
Outside door. Clear high if you want it. Outside now. Clear high. Clear outside. Car high. All clear.
Try and get up the inside of Matt Mills. Not quite going to get there. That is top 20 if I can get to it. Now we're going to take another look at it. He's going to slide down in front. It goes a little high on exit. That gives us a chance to get up the inside of him. Down on the gear here. We might get up the inside of Allen on the exit as well. Fighting the truck to stay underneath us. Ooh, a little wide. That's enough to push Allen out of the way and get up to 19th now. Said we wanted the top 15 by the end of the stage. We're working on it real good. Gotta find our way up to Mozak now. Get on the brakes here. That's a good last lap. Helped us pull up to now Kligerman as Mozak goes around him. And we'll look up the inside on the exit of 4 at Kligerman as well. Another great lap for us. At least that's what the spotter said. Squeeze Kligerman a little bit. We'll take the position now up to 18th. Get on the back of Mozak. Thought about diving it, but I don't think it would have ended well. Backed out of it. So we can get a good run on him somewhere. Here's a nice run, I think. We might be able to poke our nose up the inside now.
Outside door.
Oh, got a little high there again. Don't want to be doing that too much.
Stay low. You're all clear.
Don't want to give anybody a chance to do it right back to us like we're doing here.
One on the bottom. Clear low.
Nice bit of movement so far with 2 to go in the stage. We've gone up from 24th down to 17th. So 7 spots in the first stage we picked up. Right on the outside of the top 15, which was our goal for stage 1, so not too bad. Could have done a little bit more. Probably would have helped if Clickerman didn't spin out in front of us. We didn't have that restart. But that's okay. It's probably going to get a little bit harder from here to make up some more positions. We're getting to the faster and faster cars as we head forward.
Okay, big picture here, driver.
There's the end of the stage.
Pit road's open this time.
Nobody pitting. We still have 43 laps of fuel in the tank, which should get us through the next stage here, so we're not going to pit either.
Pace car's off.
The lights are on. It's getting darker.
Be ready now.
And here we go for stage 2.
Green, green, green. One outside.
Back up through the gears.
Outside door.
Try and stay right on the back of Ruggiero here. Don't want to let Mozak down. Don't want to let Garcia down. Might let Garcia down, though. And to fight the truck a little bit off a corner. Nope, he's not going to come down. We're going to get up the inside.
Clear high.
Good job making up some positions right off the rip here. We're up 1 now, up into 16th. We're going to dive up the inside of Ben Rhodes as well. Tanner Gray on the outside is going to stay off this curve.
Outside.
If we can keep getting the truck to turn down like that, we should be able to make up some more positions. We're now inside the top 15. Our goal for the our goal for the second stage here was top 10. So now we just got to hold on. Friesen does look something weird going into the corner there. Wasn't quite prepared for that. Make a little contact as we try to find our way around. We made it up to some playoff drivers as well. Ruggiero and Bush back here, just outside the top 10. And Riggs. I think stage 3 might be our stage 2 with the longer run going. So the higher we can get up right now, the better off we'll be going into that final stage with that long run. Past Ruggiero, now up into 12th.
Inside. Clear bottom.
Now going after Lane Riggs. Those two guys need to pick up some points to get into that top 4 and make a run at a championship here.
They're outside.
They'll want to be in those top 10 spots at the end of this stage to pick up some playoff
One
points,
outside.
or some stage points, or whatever you want to call them. But they're maybe finding it a little difficult at the moment. Oh, there's a wall there. Move into 11th, now behind Tyler Ankrum. Flickerman trying to make a move on the top side behind us. Look up the inside, they're not quite going to get there. Don't necessarily want to settle in behind Ankrum for a while right now. I want to get by him and go settle in behind Hemrick maybe. Get our nose out in the mirror of Ankrum, starting to make him think about us. We'll get up the inside now. Chance to make a little bit of a dive down into 1.
Stay low.
And we will get by, maybe? Yeah, we'll finish the pass coming off the corner there. Slide up in front of him, keep him from doing any kind of craziness down into 3
Clear up
here.
top.
As Hemrick ahead starts to make a move on Larson. Nice bit of movement from us here in the second stage as we get up into the top 10 now. This gives me hope for the end of the race when we'll also be on these more worn tires. in a longer run. Should give us maybe a little bit of an advantage, maybe a little bit extra speed on the field. Try and turn down the inside of Larson here, get a good run down the back straight. Get a good look up the inside. There we go. Another spot maybe. Take that for ourselves. Up to 9th. Hemrick and Infinger now the next two trucks up ahead. Look sideways out of the corner there, that's okay. Maybe a little smoother back end of the gas. I think this little move where we can kind of turn down to the curb on exit is what's helping us get a lot of speed and some runs on these guys down the straights. See how we just kind of turn a little bit more underneath Hemrick? Gives us that straight line shot. I can jump back into the gas a little bit earlier than the guys we're racing right now. That one, not as much. Almost spun it.
Clear all clear. One high. Clear high if you want it. Clear high if you want it. One high. Clear high if you want it. Clear outside. One up high.
Got the inside again here. Having to get back into the gas now with the wheel turn. That's why the back end started to step out a little bit more. We're trying to get back in the gas. That time we're going to push him a little wide, be able to take the spot away. Up to 8th now. A little bit of a gap in front of us to Infinger now. We can run a little bit more calm, smooth line. Spinner up ahead. Is that Bush? That's Kyle Bush spinning. Almost comes back down into our path there. Everybody else is pitting. We could stay out and get some stage points, but I think we'll come in with them.
With these pit options?
Tires are starting to get a little worn. We'll put tires on. We'll fuel up the car, and we'll stay with these leaders.
Sounds good. We're coming in, fellas.
Alright, back on the restart here. Might be able to start on the straight this time, being much higher up in the field. We can, yes, I like that.
Go, go, go. Outside now. 5 to go now. Outside.
5 to go in stage 2. We're in position right now to get some stage points. We could move a little bit higher, hopefully.
Stay low.
Back on the new tires. We were better on the older ones, I think, but we can fight rigs here and stay in this top 10.
They're outside. Far high.
Got the inside of Ankrum now, gets held up a little bit by Bush, and I think that's Frankie Muniz on the top side there. Is Frankie kind of holding up a couple guys here, helping me out.
Inside now. Clear bottom. Far outside.
Daniel Hemmick trying to get by. We're gonna squeeze past the 33, and hopefully he holds up the field as I almost spin it coming off the corner, trying to jump back in the gas. 2 to go. We're in 7th at the moment. Here comes Hemrick back at us still.
One to go.
Just gonna try and hold on for this last lap, not let Hemrick take this spot away. A little wide through the final corner, if that's okay. So we'll come across 7th. We'll pick up 4 points for that.
Point or two.
A point or two or 4.
Pit road is open.
Pit road is open. Nobody's going to pit. We do have enough fuel to make it to the end, so it is just going to be an all-out race to the finish unless there's a caution somewhere in there that might incentivize a few people to come down,
To the green.
lay a different strategy. We're coming to the green at 7th at the moment. We start the final stage.
Where's the green flag?
Here we go, green flag back in the air for the final stage of the race. Ooh,
Outside.
tough gears there. Not ideal for me. It's okay, we'll stay in the top 10 off the line. We just want to stay here for a little while, get comfortable, and then we'll see what we can do on the long run. Got a lot of trucks looking around us though. Busch and Larson, 2 Cup drivers all over us. The guy in front of us has driven a Cup car before.
Stay low.
Got a lot of experience around us. We're just trying to hold with them right now. A little high there, but not too bad. Stay in front of Busch for the moment. Be happy with another top 10 today. Just trying to get some momentum going forward into the next season. Got our first career truck win last time out at Talladega. Trying to keep the good finishes rolling.
One bottom.
And prove that we should be up here fighting for a championship. Also really like to get our contract incentive or our sponsor incentive. That way we get a little bit more money and we can keep improving this truck and our future Xfinity car. We're close to top level parts in our trucks here. I think 6th is the top level for truck parts.
One high.
We're in level 5 equipment at the moment. So all the money that we get can go towards, hopefully, getting to that top level equipment to help us even more fighting for these wins.
Outside now.
Ooh,
Clear outside.
caught a curve there a little bit as we go up the inside of Larson. Trying to get back to 7th now. Busch is going to look up our inside.
One low. Clear inside.
Not going to let him get there though. Use that turn down to try and get some more speed down the straight here.
Hold your line.
Stay in front of Larson for the moment, just nosed ahead. Get a good accent.
Stay low.
Tries to slide up in front of him here a little bit, hold him up. There goes Kyle Busch up the inside. He saw that one coming.
Stay high.
Got a bunch of playoff drivers all around us right now. They're all going to be fighting for everything they can get to lock themselves into that last 4. It's going to make it harder on us.
Stay high. Clear low if you want it.
I just want to hold on probably for another 10 laps or so. That's when we start getting the long run. And hopefully my advantage starts to come out a little bit more. We'll see. Just not quite marking through the corner as smooth as I'd like to at the moment. It doesn't help when there's trucks coming up your inside, trucks on your outside, all over the place. It's hard to get that right arc that you're looking for. Now that we're lined up a little bit, I can hopefully get that back, get back into that groove, keep the pace up. Alright, we're coming to 30 to go here. Running up on lap traffic for the first time today. That's a little wide. We got Friesen and Enfinger behind us, starting to close back in. We just kind of followed Lane Riggs. We lost a little bit to him kind of every lap as we went. We're a little bit slower than he is. But once we get into lap traffic here, we might get a chance to kind of pull up to those guys ahead of us if they get stuck behind some lap cars, and we can get through them a little bit easier. Still running in 9th. We do have the fun thing where the lap guys like to get out of the way of the AI and not me. So that'll be, I'm sure, incredibly frustrating as we continue on in this race.
Hold your line. Clear high if you want it.
And now we do have a blocker between us and Friesen behind, which will be helpful as this race continues, because I don't want to drop out of the top 10. I want that sponsor goal real bad. Don't like to see too wide lap cars ahead. That doesn't bode well for how quickly we're going to get by him. Now a big old lot of 3 lap cars ahead of us. Try and get up the inside on Dennison here. No, okay, he's just going to squeeze us down.
One inside.
Sick, dude.
Clear low. Car outside.
Oh, bending really slow up on the top side.
One high. One high.
Really get back at the gas quick there. Almost slide the back end out from under me. Able to hold on to it. Get by Dennison now. Briggs has opened up the gap a little bit now as we're going through lap traffic. We're going to put the bumper
Clear high if you want it.
to Perez de Lara here. Oops. Missed the shift. He squeezed us for no reason on that last corner.
All clear.
Here's Friesen all over us now. He's making it through lap traffic a lot better than I am. Push the 77 a little higher. Give us some room to get through. Friesen gonna follow us. Corey Roper gonna slide down in front of us. We're gonna give him a bumper as well.
Stay low.
I'm gonna move people if I need to at this point. I'm not messing around. I'm clearly not racing you, so don't cut me off.
Clear high. Outside
By
door.
Boyd Muniz was in the top 10 earlier. He's now back to 30th. Falling well down the order. He was definitely slow in the top 10, so
Car outside. 20 to go.
20 to go. As we work our way through lap traffic.
Stay low. Clear high if you want it.
Gotten away from Friesen a little bit. Another
One low.
battle from lap cars ahead of us. It's going to slow us up though. Dowsett, Redinger, both fighting here for position.
One outside.
Gonna look all the way up the inside of the 5. Get that pass done. Sutton will be up next now. Briggs has jumped out to a 4-second gap on us, so we're probably not going to be able to get back to him this race unless something happens. Which is fine. 9th is still in the top 10. And a good finish for us. We just got to be careful to get through this lap traffic at this point and not let Friesen get back to us. Fingers all over him at the moment as well, so if they both get to us, they can take us out of the top 10 pretty quickly. But they're both stuck back with the lap traffic at the moment, so... Oh, and then I look up in the mirror and I see a lap car fully getting out of their way, and that makes me feel so good about how hard I'm going to have to race Dawson Sutton here in a second. Goes. He's trying to block us down to the inside. We'll go up the inside. We will make that pass stick. Get a good run on Jack Wood. Now we'll look up his inside as well. Over 2 seconds, or just under 2 seconds back to Friesen now. And we're putting more cars between us, so that's the good news. 4.5 now to Riggs, so he's still getting away. Don't spin the car.
One low.
Comes Jack Wood back up the inside. I think I just gave up about half my lead on Friesen there, trying not to spin out. Now we're stuck on the outside. Not ideal.
Stay high. Clear low.
There we go. Clear Jackwood. Get that back down to the bottom. Now go after Caruth. Just trying to get to the end at this point. Run all the laps, stay on the lead lap. That's a good day in my book. We can fight for a win here in this next race. The inside of Caruth now. 10 to go.
Stay low. Clear high if you want it.
Another set of battling lap cars, although Greenfield's going 2 laps down to us, so he'll be slower than Raimi probably. Who's gonna just pull down straight in front of us. Put us on the curb.
One outside.
We'll just move him. Not gonna have that crap. Give him no entry into the corner. Keep him wide and we'll move by. You're gonna race me like a dumbass. I'm gonna push you out of the way. Clickerman, I believe, was also higher up earlier in the race. He spun out, now he's moved back a little bit. Just outside the top 20 at the moment. Corey Heim, still the leader of this race. Got past Majeski earlier and has held on for quite a while to the lead. Actually closing in on putting us a lap down. We might have maybe the top 12 or 14 on the lead lap right now, and everybody else is at least out 1 lap.
Outside door.
So we pull up on the back of Kligerman here. The gap back to Friesen is opened back up a little bit, so that makes me feel a bit better. Matt Mills, last year's champion, not going to be racing for a championship this time around in Phoenix. But did get a win earlier in the year at Daytona, so not a terrible year for him. It's not as good as last season. Come to 2 to go here at the line. So we just keep on trucking forward. 9th place is a great finish. This is what we're looking for all season, next season. Top 10s, stage points, good runs, limiting the mistakes, all those things. Will we do it? We'll see. The mistakes are what's kind of taking this ARCA championship fight away from us, so we got to make sure we're staying away from those. And here we go across the line. 9th place, top 10 solid race. That's what I'm talking about. Corey Heim takes the win over Ty Majeski, Ross Chastain, Chandler Smith, Hayden Honeycutt, Kyle Busch, Lane Riggs, Daniel Hemrick, ourselves, and Stuart Friesen. Rep-wise, we get 1,000 rep from that one, 1,014 to be precise. Pretty good run for us today. Round of 8 recap. Corey Heim wins at Martinsville with a round of 8 in full swing. Corey Heim is looking to be the favorite to win the championship. I think he is, in fact, the favorite, and it's not really in full swing because it is over. So Wallach happy with us getting a top 10. LaJoy is happy with our driving. Again, he wasn't in the field. But, okay. Take a drink here, get ready for now another 100 laps around Martinsville here in the ARCA car. No stages to save us here in ARCA. We're just going to have to drive through the field and get to the front. Sure, we're going to have more frustration with lap cars and all that, so here we go. We'll try a second gear start here just to see. We're going to probably start in the corner, just like the truck race.
There's the green flag. Outside door.
We did indeed. Up through the gears for the first time, and here we go. Oh boy, sliding into turn 1. No shifting here for the ARCA car, at least for now. As you can see, the back end already way jumpier than the truck was. And we're not even shifting. On new tires. We're going to try and get up through this field pretty quick here and start racing up in the top 10. As fast as possible. We're fast. We're in a faster ARCA car than I think the truck relative to the leaders, so we should be able to move through the field a little bit faster than we did in the truck. Took us about half the race to get into the top 10 in the truck. I think we can, in the first quarter here, get pretty close to the top 10. As long as we don't get stuck behind David Smith on the top. And then we get the back of Laster trying to get down into this corner. Up into the top 20 already. That's not too bad. A couple of laps in.
Still there. One low. All clear.
Try and go up the middle here again, maybe.
Outside. 3 wide.
Make that work. We get by one of them at least. Timmy Hill still holding strong on the inside there. Contact with the wall. Bump to Hill as he has to check up for Van Alst coming down in front of him.
One low. Clear, clear.
We get checked up a little bit now. Laster looking up the inside. I don't want to let him in there. A little bit sideways down into the corner. As this pack spreads out a little bit more, we will be able to make passes a little easier, I think. But we're still a little stacked up. As we get slowed down with these cars up front, we're going to keep having guys look up our inside like that. It's okay. We're fast enough to hold them off for now. Robusto back here in 17th. I think she's a little bit better than what her position shows at the moment. She'll probably be moving up through the field. Laster's still all over us. I wish he would leave me alone. A lot of right turn into these left-hand corners. Not something I'm a big fan of, but it's where we're at right now. Mayo kind of left that bottom open, but then kind of took it, but then kind of didn't. He seemed a little uncertain as to where he wanted to be for that corner. We will get up the inside now on him, try and get back into the gas here and take this spot. Up to 17th. Maybe not the first quarter into the top 10. Seeming a little tougher to make the passes than I thought it would be. But as the long run starts to take effect, we should get better and better. It's usually what happens in the ARCA cars here. We're a much better long run team than we are on the short run. Oh boy, that's a little high. That's going to give Smith now a chance to look up the inside on us. He's coming back through the field. Got stuck on the top earlier. Got passed by a few cars. but has some speed as he goes back by us. Give him a little bump down to the corner. Don't know if he got past us, he better get moving because we want to go forward too. Come on, dude. You're holding me up now. You had to drive by me, but you're not going very fast. Look up the inside and try and make this move back on him.
Stay low.
There we go. Back into 17th again. Gotta be careful with Sawalage moving so fast right now. He's already half a lap up on us. We don't want to go down a lap, especially not this early. With no guarantee of cautions, it would be very hard to get back on the lead lap if we go down early. Kitzmiller and Koga now falling back to the back of the pack ahead of us. We're going to try and get up in that fight. Well, the car not stopping as fast as I'd like it to. Fight it through the corner right now, a lot more than we had to fight the truck. I'm gonna back up the braking point just a little bit as these tires start to wear. Try and find a little more pace with some smoother corners as I bounce all over the curb there. Go deep in the next one, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I think we are getting closer to Kitzmiller though. Got our first look at a lap car here as we continue on just in past 20 laps. Tim Richmond back in 40th. Trying here to get up to Kitzmiller, who we're still closing in a little bit at a time on. Steckley, another car we're going to pass as a lap car. So while it's still closing in on us slowly but surely, Steckley going to follow Kitzmiller down to the bottom, get in our way a little bit. We'll bounce off the curb and go way up by the wall. Try and go around the outside here. Rita going to give us plenty of room through 1 and 2 here, although we still get into her on exit.
Clear high if you want it. Car high.
Now really starting to close in on Kitzmiller as the lap cars ahead are bunching up.
Car high. Clear high.
It's like Lewis and then Staropoli are the next two.
Outside now. Clear outside.
Lap cars. So we slide into
outside.
3 here.
Clear outside. Car high.
Now all over the bumper of Kitzmiller, just can't stay off that curb. Every time you get in the gas, the nose really rotates to the left a lot. It's very hard if you're close to the curb to not hit it.
Clear high.
Not moving forward as fast as I thought we would here in the ARCA race. Not finding a ton of pace right now. Maybe we do need to start shifting at some point. I'm worried about it immensely because we're already not the most stable car out here, and shifting is only going to make that harder. As we go by Levis here.
Clear up top.
Up the inside of Kitzmiller now. First chance in a while to make a pass. A little bit of door-to-door contact.
Stay low.
Try and get this pass done down into 3 and 4 here.
Clear high if you want it.
Then we go after Van Alst, who's racing side by side with, maybe that's Boos, I think.
Outside door.
Is indeed Laney Boos. So we get the curve, we're going to slide up towards her. Not going to get into her though.
Stay low. They're outside.
Starting to pull our way up through a couple spots here. About a quarter of a lap back is Sawalage, trying to track us down and put us a lap down. Probably not specifically us, but we are in his path of destruction. Oh my. The Masters is on, and there is a ball hanging over the hole, not dropping in. There it goes. I think that was for Rory. He'll take a bogey from that. That sucks.
Inside now.
Millie Mullins is also up here. 3 cars fighting for spots here. Sideways. That's why we're not shifting, because that would have been full out spun out had we been in 3rd there.
Stay low if you want it.
Try and bump Van Alst through. Here comes Kitzmiller back into this battle as well. Feel the impending doom of going a lap down, getting closer. So we got to get through these guys.
They're outside.
We'll get by Mullins. Robusto's still back here too. She's got a bit of a gap on Van Alst at the moment, so we'll have to try and close that down once we get by Van Alst. Look up the inside, maybe not quite going to get there. We'll give him a little bump. Let him know it's time to go.
They're outside.
McLaren's going to get into us a little bit. That's another lap car we're going to go by. Oh! Van Alst tries to dive down to the bottom there. Not going to get there. We'll put our nose in there and get the pass done.
They're outside.
And move ahead. Alright, about 4 seconds up to Robusto and Tinkle now. Maybe a little bit more than that to Tinkle. He's almost a second ahead of Robusto. We're going to try and put our heads down here and stay on the lead lap best we can. Alright, we're about to go on to lap 48 here. Tire warning just came on. We're closing in on Tinkle, who Robusto has now gotten by.
Going up high.
And we're really flirting with going a lap down, although we just went by a big wad of lap cars that Sawalage is now in. Oh, now he's through. So
Car outside.
we're flirting with it right now, but Tinkle's right here in front of us. We should be able to get to him here in a second.
They're up top.
Car's getting much faster as this run continues to go on and the tires wear, but also getting way jumpier. This thing was wicked for a few laps, a couple of laps ago. It was sideways. I mean, I was also really wheeling it, trying to get around some lap cars, so
Outside.
it was not fully the car's fault. It was partially my fault for driving it the way I was,
They're
but
outside. Inside.
it's okay. So Walsh just dropped way back for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Clear low.
The gap between us opened up a bit.
Car outside.
Go up the inside of Tinkle here, get on the brakes, bounce off the curb, but try and stay in front,
Clear high.
and we'll succeed. Up to 13th now. Robusto just up ahead here. Right there ahead of Bowman, and then Johnson Jr. somewhere up there as well, I think right in front of her. So some more spots ahead that we can take.
Car outside. Clear high.
We just passed the halfway point, so Walsh still very close.
Clear high.
So we brake sideways there, a little bit out of the corner. Trying to fight off getting passed by Sawalage with everything I got. We've been doing a good job of it so far. He was only, when I looked earlier, like a tenth or two faster than us. And then traffic makes us a little faster and us a little slower, depending on if we're in it or he's in it. But we have, I think, the speed to fight him off for a little bit longer. So we're going to hope we can do that and stay on this lead lap at least to the pit stop. After that, I mean, we know what the pit stops are in this game, so it might be pretty hard to stay on the lead lap through that, but it is what it is. We're all over Robusto now. Trying to gap those behind us as much as we can. For that reason, that pit stop reason.
Car outside.
We want to try and stay ahead of them through the pit stop cycle. Haven't seen anybody come down to get fuel or tires yet, but we are past the halfway point, so we are open to pit stops that'll get you to the end for sure. Up the inside of Robusto now, down into 1.
Clear high.
On the back of Johnson Jr. See if we can't make that pass as well. And then Rife is about a second ahead of him. Give him a little bump, let him know. I think we're starting to gain some time on Sawalage. That gap between us is looking like it's getting a little bit bigger on the mini-map. I think we're hitting that point where our long-run speed is really coming to us. Everybody else is really falling off. We need to take advantage of it as much as we can here. Outside door. Slam the brakes down into the corner here. Get it turning.
Clear all around.
Tanner Rife right ahead. And then ahead of him somewhere is Koga, who's been working his way through the pack here. He's actually right ahead of him. As we saw Koga back a while ago, he was in front of us. 4 laps left on the field, so we're going to be coming down here in a second to get this pit stop done.
1 up high.
Let's see if we can't spin it out.
Clear high.
Oh, damn it. Oops, go into reverse, please. Hey, NASCAR, thanks for the damn yellow flag. We'll just come in now.
Back it down, back it down. Time. Okay, make any adjustment you need.
Damn it. Yeah, I think we might have just... I don't know where the line is.
Car ahead is pitting.
We might have just lost this race fully. Well, not lost it, but ruined our finish. Alright, here we go. Back out onto the track.
Careful when you burn it now.
I was just talking in the truck race about how mistakes had unraveled this this championship fight for us here in ARCA, and yet again I managed to make a big old mistake that ruins it. We're 2 laps down now. We're behind the Smiths.
Car inside.
We're just gonna have to try and get as much back as we can. Should have been a top 10 finish today for us. Instead, we might be fighting just to get back in the top 20.
Clear low if you want it.
We'll see where we cycle out through the pit stops. Had to take some extra time to fix the damage as well. I mean, we're definitely faster than all the cars were around. I just don't know what the gaps are to them. They could be most of a lap up ahead of us.
Outside door.
Kankowski seems like he has not come down to pit yet. He's very slow.
Clear, clear. Car low. Clear low if you want it.
Got somebody looking up our inside. 13 of Rife. He is in 7th at the moment. We should be fighting him for 7th, but instead we're in 25th and he's passing us. Put us a lap down. Gonna get by Mullins here. Pompa just up ahead is also for position. So is Van Alst here. We were fighting Van Alst before we came down to pit, so I guess he either had another issue or we got that far in front of him. We did pass him not terribly long ago, I don't think.
Outside door.
So maybe we're not in a terrible position. Are you pitting? Where are you going?
1 on the bottom.
Thank you.
Car outside.
Didn't see your hand out the window, I apologize. Okay, we're getting really held up by somebody here. It's a 22. Nope, it's a 27. 22 was in the pits, I think. We passed
Clear
them.
high if you want it. Inside now.
Try and go back by Van Alst now, although it's going to get tight with Raz.
4 wide.
Who's in 8th, I'm going to guess, fighting Rife? Yep, he's trying to chase down Rife. Club is the next car to pass. He was in the pits. Smith now. And then Jankowski, who we saw earlier, being very slow. He probably came down the pits as well. Yep.
Clear
Up to
inside.
16th. We're actually not going to be that far behind where we came into the pits. Funny enough. I just think we lost a ton of time. That's going to be the big thing. I think we lost about a lap. So I'm going to guess that Smith and Kitzmiller are well up ahead of us on the track. A lot of smoke here on the back straight. Is somebody around? Nope, doesn't look like it. Might have just been some issues with some cars coming into the pits. Cars behind them not slowing down. see if we actually see Kitzmiller again this race. Oh, actually, he's right there. Okay, so we can get back to Kitzmiller. We must have been going so fast we put them way behind us at the end of that run there. We were definitely really fast at the end of that long run. Trying to get out of the way of Allen here. Sawalich also trying to come through to put us 2 laps down. I'd rather be 1 if a caution comes out, I'll be honest. Well, there's a wall there, though. That's going to give Sawalich all the time he needs to catch up to us and get by. I'll stay high here. Allen's going to do the same thing up ahead. Not sure where Smith is compared to Kitzmiller. I think this is Mullins right behind me, though, trying to take the spot away. And he looks quick. Stay ahead of him, and we'll get by Kitzmiller all in one move. All right, Smith and Tinkle are the next 2 up. Yep, there goes Mullins trying to get by us. If he does, we'll just try and follow him back up to Smith. Can't tell if I could see Smith. Yeah, I do see him around the corner there, so he's not terribly far, although the car isn't turning now. So here comes Kitzmiller to try and take this spot back. I don't know why the car has stopped turning. I didn't change anything on the setup, but all of a sudden it feels incredibly tight. Although snappy loose on entry. Not the day we wanted to have here. We had a great run in the trucks and then just spun the car around coming down to the pits. We lost 7 seconds on the repairs. We lost probably another 10 to 15, maybe even more, turned around. Didn't get the yellow flag either, which hurt us even more. And we probably should be right around the top 10 right now. Oh my god, I really went for that corner. And instead, we're back in 17th, losing our minds. Not being able to drive like a human being. And we just lost another spot to Kitzmiller. We're getting no closer to Smith. And this is why we're not in the championship fight anymore. Gotta learn from that when we go for a truck championship next season.
Outside door. Still there, clear up top.
Back to Kitzmiller now. I'd really like to get to at least Smith here pretty quick. As the long run starts, we're going to be much better than these guys around us, so I'd like to get as far up as I can before that and then really make some moves when that happens. We're kind of stuck between Cletus, who just came out of the pits, and Kitzmiller here. Look up the inside. Oh, slide up off the bottom, get into Kitzmiller, almost spin it. It's probably going to give Van Alst a chance to get by. Yeah. God. So frustrating. And it's all my own doing. I mean, I shouldn't be back here anyway. Just can't make the pass right now on Kitzmiller because I keep running into him in traffic and there's nowhere to go. Smith is getting a little closer to us. I think Pompa's up there with him as well, so that's a few more spots we can get if we can get up there. He's kind of struggling to get close. We do also have to remember we're 2 laps down, so we're kind of on lap 82 now, not 80, so we're a little less time than it seems like. If a caution comes out, we're kind of screwed in that we can only get so many positions back. But I don't know that we're going to be able to get many more positions than that without the caution, so it honestly might help us get those guys ahead of us a little bit closer to us.
Stay low.
Especially since I'm really struggling to run them down right now. The car is just awful for some reason. It's so tight now. I don't know what happened. Like, it's way tighter than it was at the beginning of the race, which should have been way closer to where we are now in the setup. I mean, it should be closer to, like, where we were 20, 30 laps into the race right now, and it just feels so tight. Oh, Pompa's nowhere near us. Never mind. I thought Pompa was around us. He's not. Smith has started to pull back away from us. We're not even pulling up to Kitzmiller at this point. We're just kind of running the same lap times as him. This car has gotten disgustingly bad. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I guess I should loosen it up as the run goes on. I didn't want to loosen it up because we were so jumpy early in the race. I mean, the reason we are this far back is because we spun it, because it was too loose coming off the corner. But now I can barely get through the corner. Earlier when we jump on the brakes, we could see that nose trying to get down towards the curb. Now it just wants to go straight at the wall. It doesn't even think about going towards the curb. Interesting.
Stay low. Clear high.
I don't know. I don't know why I would do that. I don't know why the two runs have been completely different stability-wise, but they have been. I'm not getting any closer to Kitzmiller right now. Getting very close to 10 to go. Maybe I should start shifting now that it's so much tighter. Let's see. There we go. That's helping it turn at least. A little bit. I don't know that it's made me any faster. I bounce off the wall 3 times down the straight. No, it's not, definitely not made me any faster. In fact, it's
Inside now. Clear low if you want it.
in fact it's made the car snappy loose while also being insanely tight during the middle of the corner. And it's lost me a bunch of time. So we'll just go back to what we were doing. 10 to go. Unbelievable. I mean, how many times have we done this season, though, where we felt fast, we felt like we could get at least a decent finish, and then just wrecked it, and then the car drove like shit at the end, and just frustration all the way through.
Car high.
Give a little bump to Finch.
Car outside. Clear, all clear.
Kitzmiller just driving away at this point. I mean, not much I can do. We're not any faster than this, so just gotta make it to the end. Disappointing. Oh, Wilson right in front of us spins right at the end here.
Yellow's out.
Caution's gonna come out. I was just starting to pull back
Yeah,
up
road's
to
open this time.
Kitzmiller and Smith there. I don't know if we should pit. I mean, we'll get better. We're not going to drop back too far. We'll get better tires.
You okay with this?
Why not? Who cares? Yeah, that's fine.
Get up on the wall now, we're coming.
We're only going back to 19th anyway, so who cares?
Coming to the green.
There we go. Oh, did it bury us in the field? Yeah, that was dumb. I think that was the wrong move. It doesn't matter.
Car high.
Who cares? That's why you don't pit there, because,
One
oh,
outside.
you spin out immediately.
2 to go now.
Alright, I think the car's back to being super loose. I don't know. This thing sucks. This bucket of shit. Oh my god. It is very loose. Final lap.
More driver, let's go.
Yet again, we talked about it at the end of last episode, I think. My biggest issue in this series was not getting those top 5s and those top 10s. And once again, we've turned what should have been a top 10 or a top 5 into barely getting a top 20.
All clear. Outside door. Top 20. Good job.
Tough way to end the day here. Had a good run in the trucks. Was hoping to transfer that over to Cup as well, or Cup, the ARCA stuff, but not happening. Look at the top. Sawallich gets the win over Scott, Queen, Huddleston, Allen, Keller, Koga, Rife, Johnson, and Raz. Probably just Sawallich and Queen left in the championship fight, with Sawallich having a nice advantage at the moment. 372 on the rep. Bad race. Bad race. William Sawallich wins at Martinsville with only one race remaining in the season. William Sawallich is a clear favorite to win the ARCA championship. The standings could still shuffle around depending on results, but the current points leader has been consistent through the year and does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Ain't that the truth? 19th in ARCA, $10,000 for that. 9th in the Truck Series, 21 grand for that. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. Really beat the shit out of the ARCA car. Gonna have to buy a chassis here for the last race of the season. Which is a real waste if we don't run this car again, but whatever. We're back up to 57,000. Let's take a look here going into Phoenix. Who's in this truck championship? We stay in 23rd, by the way, in the standings. Still like 50 points back at Crafton, so probably not going to get to top 20 at all. Let's take a look at the top here. The final 4 are going to be Heim, Bush, Majeski, and Chastain. 2 Cup drivers, 2 truck guys. I'm rooting for Heim. I don't know about you guys. We will see how he does here going to Phoenix next time out. Over on the ARCA side, take a look at what the standings are looking like. We fall back to 6th behind Robusto now. It is Sawallich over Queen by 19 points. So not a done deal yet. Queen got Sawallich last season right at the end by how many points? Let me turn on this controller so I can tell you exactly. Oh, I lied. I thought Queen got Sawallich. Was that the first season? Nope. Apparently it's been Sawallich every time. That was Sawallich got Queen by 2 last season, I think is what happened. It was Queen going into the final race. But we've seen Sawallich 2 seasons in a row get the win. We'll see if he can three-peat here coming up next time out at Phoenix. That'll be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time for the final race of Season 3. Final 2 races. 1 in the ARCA and 1 in the trucks before we pop into the Xfinity Series next season and fight for a truck championship as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.